Scorpio, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. Welcome in and welcome to your March 2020 love reading. For those of you who are brand new to the channel, welcome in. I hope that you enjoy your reading today. If you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for all of your love and support. You make what I do possible. I love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for allowing me to reconnect with you, Scorp. So my love, we're going to go ahead and jump right into your reading. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so this may or may not resonate with your current situation. You may find that later on it does, okay? So if this doesn't resonate for you today, it may resonate for you later down the line, so come by and revisit the reading if you feel drawn to do so. However, if you feel like this is just not your situation at all, then by all means, completely throw the reading out. It is a general reading after all. For others of you, you'll find that this really does hit home though, and if it does, I hope it provides you the clarity and guidance that you seek moving forward. We will be doing an extended reading after the general reading where we'll go a bit more in depth into the person that you're connecting with, their feelings towards you, their emotions towards you, what the advice is to overcome the challenges either within yourself or about the situation overall, as well as what the long-term outcome is likely to be either with or without this person. Okay, and we'll go over that in the extended reading. The link for the extended reading will be in the description box down below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below, along with a link to my website to book a personal reading with me if you would prefer to have a personal reading done. Okay, so Scorp, we're gonna jump into the cards. We're gonna start off first by pulling some wisdom oracle cards. Then we're gonna go into the Kipper deck to get some energies of we're gonna get some energies and elements in particular to see if we can further clarify the energy, kind of get an idea of who is involved, what other major themes could be involved in the concrete, you know, kind of see if we're looking at something that's moving, something that's ending, and just kind of build some context, something solid around the energies here. And then we'll go into the tarot where we'll do the Celtic cross spread just like always, and we will clarify each position. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pull an energy for you, Scorp. For those of you who have been following me, you know that I am a Scorpio sun, Venus, Pluto. I think I have 4 Scorpio placements in my chart overall. Mercury as well. Got a lot of Scorpio in my chart, y'all, so I mean, I don't know about you guys. You let me know in the comments below, but I have been really shifty since the start of 2020. 2020 has really been very hard for me, especially in the realm of career and work. It's been a lot to juggle. It's been a lot to juggle. That along with love has just, it's been snowballing. And I know that I'm not the only, you know, Scorpios aren't the only signs to be feeling that. I feel like we're all in some ways going through a major transition, but I know for me, it has really been like intense. It's not just like a passing by of, you know, oh, it's kind of hard. Oh, it kind of sucks. No, it's been hard. A lot of reflection, introspection, internal crises, if I can say so. Some internal crises. Asking yourself why you're doing what you're doing, where you are. For some of you, you might know that I'm actually pursuing higher education. And so the line of questioning typically revolves around the difficulties and challenges involving that process. So it's been tough. It's been tough. But anyway, Scorpio, let's go. Energy, please, energy. For Scorpio in love, March 2020, please. Energy for Scorpio in love, March 2020, please. Spirit, God, Goddess, Guardian Angels, Spirit Guides, please give me the energy that Scorpio will be connecting with in love in March 2020, please. Scorpio in love, March 2020, please. Give me an energy, please. Here we go. By the book. Ooh, an 11. Being clarified by the tribe. Ho ho. Okay. All right. So by the book is pretty much doing just that, right? Going by the rules, by the book, just going in sequence, maintaining a certain structure. Okay, being clarified with the tribe. It looks like you're trying to, wow. For some of you, you're trying to build a family. You're trying to build your group of people, right? There's definitely something here having to do with family, community, close ties, right? This isn't just about an initial attraction. This is about keeping people in your life who you want to stay in your life for years to come, okay? But in order to do that, and because we're dealing in love, right? This could also, you know, this is typically, it typically focuses on romantic love, but, you know, so with familial love, right? This is about friendships and family, you know, but this can definitely be about, for many of you who are trying to build a family, right? You're trying to build a family. You could be waiting to make sure that, basically just going in sequence, right? So if there's someone who you have your eye on, you have to make sure that you go through the process of dating and, you know, dating for a while, discussing ideas, discussing yourselves, moving into a higher level of commitment, engagement, what have you, marriage, children, right? There's an idea here around wanting to make sure that if you're going to form a family, which is definitely a desire, and I get for many of you, Scorp, that this is a mutual desire. Like, this person wants it too, okay? In order to do that, you guys have to go step by step. You have to go step by step. There's no way here to just cheat the system or take shortcuts or try to be smarter, right? You have to go through the proper channels. So if there are certain things that need to be done, cycles that need to be closed off, ties that need to be severed, or things that need to be begun, right? New cycles that need to be started, whatever the situation, those need to be either ended, cut off, or begun in the appropriate time needed to make this timeline work, in order to get that commitment, you know, solid, in order for the sequence to feel right. It does feel like either you or the person you're connecting with is not prepared to move into a level of serious bonding until some other element is properly addressed. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what is involved in this situation, please. What is involved in this situation? What's going on here? Privileged lady. So this could be you, Scorp, or it could be the person that you are connecting with. Okay, so this is like the Nine of Pentacles energy, right? This privileged lady. This is like the Nine of Pentacles energy. You feel fairly independent. You have wealth. The thing is that the privileged lady does have a counterpart in this deck, whereas the Nine of Pentacles, right? She's single. This person does have a partner, but I do feel in this context, Scorp, you or the person you're connecting with is experiencing their own level of independence. However, they are being clarified by despair. So there's something about being independent that brings this person sadness. Okay, it could be as well that this person feels like they can have all the money in the world, or have all the resources in the world, or all the material wealth in the world, and still be unhappy, right? What is this despair? Mature man. So some sort of sadness, disappointment, feeling of loss surrounding a mature man here. Could be a father figure. Pathway, mature man, pathway. What is this pathway to, please? What is this pathway? It feels like there might be an opportunity with this mature man to head in a particular direction, but you're feeling like maybe that pathway is closed off to you. What is this pathway headed towards, please? Unexpected income, something that comes to you by surprise, a gift, could be money, quite literally for some of you. Okay, it could be like a parting gift that this person gives to you. There could be an ending of sorts between you and this mature man, and this person offers something to you, since there's a pathway that isn't necessarily open in the way that you would like, right? Because we're going by the book here, is the energy. So in order for something to work between you and this mature man, or just however the roles fit for you, right? Between this privileged lady and the mature man, in order for things to work out, it looks like someone has to be prepared to accept something valuable, but something that still is not necessarily where they want things to be. So it'll be a happy development, but it's not going to be what you want or what this person wants. Okay. What is this gift? What is this gift? This unexpected gift. What is this? Wealthy man. So this is her partner. Wealthy man. So it's going to be from, right, from or involving this wealthy man. This person, if they do decide to offer you themselves, it looks like it could be in the form of a promise. I'm not getting that it's a commitment, right? It could be in the form of a promise. So this person does want to move forward with you in a way that helps you fulfill whatever this despair, or helps this privileged lady fulfill this feeling of despair and loneliness and isolation, right? It's not going to be exactly what is wanted. It's not going to, not that it's not going to be what's wanted, but there is somebody here who would just like for all of the waiting and the slowness that usually comes with going by the rules and playing by the rules. They want something to be a little bit quicker than it's going. But there is somebody here, this mature man, this wealthy man, this individual here, that their experience is helping guide this privileged lady who could be significantly younger or just, you know, a little bit more inexperienced than this person is. He is just trying to, it feels to me, take things slowly, create an opportunity for growth and moving forward, right, Scorp? You know, but they're not at a point yet where they can truly invest. I do feel like this opportunity is going to be the beginning of investment, right? So this promise is going to lead towards commitment. But this person, for example, is, I'm not getting, is necessarily going to get down on one knee, okay? They're not going to necessarily get down on one knee, because if there was some sort of marriage, engagement, what have you, we'd get more indication of the courtship and the partnership. And there's something here, a mismatch of sorts, where someone is still waiting on something, and the other person saying, listen, I know what you want, but we need to wait, okay? There are other things that we need to take care of before we jump into that. Yes, that's the future we want. Yes, that's the end result that we are building towards, or that's the end desire that we want individually as a couple, what have you. But we cannot force this, right? We need a plan if we're gonna move forward. You know, I promise that I will be yours, or I promise that I will give everything that I can to the situation within the limits that I currently am dealt. You know, something like that. You guys will work with each other on moving forward. Okay, Scorp. There will be something unexpected. There will be something, you know, a very nice offering from someone who you do feel very connected with. Someone that you do feel is your counterpart. But this person is definitely speaking from experience. So I would say trust this person. Trust this person. This person has a level of insight that maybe you don't have right now. But you'll see what their point is in due time. You'll see why they're right. You'll see why they have a point. Okay. You'll see why it's better to do it their way than your way. Let's see, Scorp. What's going on March 2020, please, Scorp? What's going on March 2020, please? March 2020. For Scorpio in love, please. Give me Celtic cross spread, please. Celtic cross spread, please. For Scorpio love, March 2020. What's going on here for Scorpio love, March 2020? Give me a Celtic cross spread for Scorpio in love for March 2020, please. Okay, one more shuffle and a cut. So Scorp, I'm gonna lay the spread down first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the clarifiers so we can see them paired up. Okay, so overarching energy, the Six of Swords. If you have Virgo in your chart, or you're connecting with a Virgo with whom you are having a tumultuous time, you might want to go ahead and take a look at the Virgo reading, because Virgo also got the Ace of Wands with the Six of Swords come out as jumper cards. So it was a significant addition to their reading. And it did feel like if you and this Virgo are cordial and friends, and you guys have a lot of respect for one another, even if you are romantically involved, okay, you guys just have like a basic friendship and respect and a desire to see each other enjoy their life, even though there might be a hard ending coming up for you. Okay, that would be a really good reading to go and visit, because there is somebody that presents themselves as someone who is a friend, okay, in the relationship, right? Just somebody who is supportive, especially in the extended, we tend to go into that. But anywho, Just throwing that out there, Scorp. So let's go ahead and lay these cards down. Oh, a lot of earth so far. So Scorp, yes. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, you could be connecting with. Progress is currently the conflict here. There's a challenge here in being able to move forward. Okay. There's a choice you've already made. There's a choice you've made. Maybe a choice that, like, you're at a crossroads right now. But the thing is no matter what you choose, Scorp, you're going to be fine. Because the Two of Wands, the person has that world in their hands. Neither decision is a bad one. It's just going to take you down two different paths, but you're fine. I'm seeing the wealthy, mature man coming up as the King of Pentacles in your current energy. Okay, so either you are this wealthy man, okay, and again, man, female, man, woman, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be male, female. Just take the energies as they resonate, masculine, feminine, wherever you fall. Okay. But definitely a feeling here of having a plan. Ho. The Emperor. So you could be connected with an Aries coming in. There's going to be some strategy required. There might be something deceitful, something secretive. Okay. You and this person are going to definitely join forces. Strategy. Remember we were talking about cutting corners. With going by the book, this is something that you're not going to be able to indulge in, okay, Scorp? So there might be some sort of temporary fix that you and this person indulge in, right? To make ends meet, to put a band-aid on a situation, to have a taste of the cake before you buy the whole thing, something like that. Because there's still a lot of independence here. There's a lot of maintaining independence, you know? A lot of pentacles though, so you guys are taking this into the real world. You guys are manifesting an actual plan, an actual dream, something that you've been planning, right? You guys might have to put your heads together to figure out something, or you are gonna decide to do something that's a bit strategic or perhaps deceitful, you or the person you're connecting with, right? And remember that the reading can be flipped, Scorp. So if you find that this is not you, this could be the person, this could be for the cross watcher. Okay, this could be for the cross watcher, however this resonates. A big decision coming in. A need to reevaluate. Possibly, you're afraid that you're going to push someone out. Oh, but this is nice, you see. But that's nice. You could be connecting with another Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, very strong. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, very, very strong. A lot of pentacles here. Definitely, I'll tell you this right now, Scorp. If you and this person were more dreaming, fantasizing, not sure where this would go, and you thought maybe there was going to be an end to something. No, boo-boo. This person definitely wants to work with you on something. There will be a need here to reevaluate what you're doing, but ultimately you guys are actually going to have a friendship, right? This person may apologize to you about something with the Page of Cups as the outcome. They may have, and I'm going to show you the cards. But I want to show you with the clarifiers. So I'm just shuffling the clarifiers now. But they're definitely either offering you an apology, but I feel more like this is friendship. This is a promise of some kind, or some sort of emotional offer, right? Something that maybe you didn't think this person, because they're coming up as the King of Pentacles, they tend to be very very by the book, right? Funny we even say that because we have by the book. This person could be very like wanting to stay within the lines, stay within the regulations. I wouldn't be surprised if clarifying the King of Pentacles was, you know, the Hierophant or something like that. And so from this person, you don't tend to see them color outside the lines. They don't, you know, share those emotions. They don't share their inner worlds. They don't indulge in what you indulge in, Scorp. Like, we are all up in our feelings like all the time. I had a conversation with my dad over breakfast, and he is an Aries, and he was just like, he's like, Sophie, that is so deep. Like, why? Like, why? Thankfully, he's got, I believe it's Pisces rising, so he gets it. But he's just like side-eyeing me the whole time, sipping from his coffee, like, relax. Like, it's not that serious. And I'm like, you know what I stop. You know what I mean. It's a lot sometimes. It's a lot sometimes. And us Scorps, we really get in our feels, you know? We get in there. Hopes, dreams, desires, deepest fears. Like, we're all up in that. That's our forte. All right, cutting and clarifying. Perfect. I was waiting for that internal stop. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles, devotion, focus, whatever this is between you and this person, there is a decision to move forward in a way where you are committing your full attention, okay? For some of you, this is somebody who you are involved in at work and career, right? Money, career, something involving the workplace could be involved. Why do I say that? Because the King of Pentacles and the Emperor are both here in kind of auspicious, not auspicious, you know, but in positions of the spread that could lend themselves to representing a boss or some kind of workplace environment. So just keep that in mind. This could be playing a factor. Otherwise, it is just that you guys are spending more time focused and devoting your energy to creating something and really, again, going in sequence, going in order. Where are you guys right now, Scorp? And they're just trying to make sure that if you guys are trying to get from point A to Z, right? You don't try to skip the whole damn alphabet. You go A, B, C, D, and you go in order of what you're supposed to, and you don't rush anything. So look at this King of Pentacles, guys. So here's the thing. With unexpected income, that gift could be an emotional offering, okay? Because you saw how we clarified gift and got wealthy man. I'm realizing in hindsight, I don't think there's really a Kipper card in this deck that speaks directly to emotions. You know what I mean? So I feel like King of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But whoever this is that you're connecting with, this is definitely somebody who is beginning to feel comfortable opening up to you in more than just a King of Pentacles type of way. King of Pentacles can be kind of detached, focused on business, focused on getting the plan executed, right? They're talking about details, not emotions. Emotions don't help with Pentacles. At the end of the day, you have to put the plan into motion, and who cares how you feel if at least you're able to get the end result. So this person is actually breaking out of their character a little bit and expressing their emotions to you, offering possibly movement in the direction of emotional expansion. This could also be speaking to, between you and this person, moving in the direction of an outcome here where you can actually see a plan through and experience emotional satisfaction, emotional expansion. Okay, now, oh my God. Let me lay these out first. Communications coming in. If you're planning on something deceptive, be careful, Scorp, because you may get caught. Oh. Okay. All right, so moving forward. In the challenge position, we've got the Knight of Pentacles along with the Ace of Cups. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, all right? This is the block. This is the challenge. This is what could be delayed, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, up to now, the challenge has been, okay, moving forward in a way that is able to, you know, it's a slow development towards opening up to love, expressing oneself to love, or building a foundation on love. Emotional expression, I feel like before this time, Scorp, maybe you didn't know how this person felt towards you. You're going to feel how you're gonna find out how they feel towards you. They're going to express themselves. They're gonna expose their emotions in a way that they had not previously. Okay, slow movement towards an opportunity and growth in love with one another has been the block, and it looks like it does continue to be the block somewhat. But here's the thing: I feel like that's coming from you. You or the cross watcher, Scorp, whoever, the roles can be reversed here. Why do I say that? Because in your heart space, you've got the Nine of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. Somebody is not speaking out about the fact that perhaps as a single individual, they want to remain single, or just something surrounding independence, right? They're not expressing what it is they really feel about monetary goods. Somebody here may be feeling highly materialistic. You could still be in a phase, Scorp, or the cross watcher could be feeling highly materialistic still, right? If this has been a pattern, right? But I do feel like this Seven of Swords, let me just clarify the Seven of Swords really quick. I feel like the Seven of Swords could be some sort of mask. Whoa, those are a lot of cards. I feel like the Seven of Swords could be some sort of mask, or not like a deception to do something bad or to do something, hurt someone else, right? But I do feel that the Seven of Swords here is about, you know, just trying to block the view of something, right? The fact that you feel independent, you feel happy there. You know, Page of Wands. Okay, so Scorp, underneath the deck is Death. So for some of you, you feel happy being single, or you're trying to find your way as a single individual. And what you have not expressed to this person is something surrounding your passions. Maybe this person is ready to settle down, and you are in a position where you're kind of choking on your words a little bit because you're excited that this is happening, but at the same time, you still feel like there's a lot left that you have not disclosed to this person about what it is you want or about what it is you enjoy. Maybe this person doesn't know you on an individual level, and you feel like, you know, something here doesn't, someone here may get disappointed, or, you know, you're not being completely honest about something about your independence or about what you're feeling in terms of the material world that you still want, you know? Something that you don't want to give up, something that you're hiding around that. On your mind, there's a decision, right? A choice, a crossroads that you're going to be coming to if you're not already there, right? It could be connecting with a Pisces that you're thinking about. This is about a change in perspective. I do feel like for some of you, this could be talking about some sort of compromise, all right? This person, in order to make things work with this person, you're going to have to make a decision to not be completely all about yourself. You're going to be asked to compromise something, right? For some of you, right, this could be, if you're a single person, you and this person are not yet dating. Maybe this person asks for exclusivity, right? With the Page of Wands, you're still out there, you know, enjoying the variety and exploring your passions and being with, you know, people who you desire and things of that nature. And you don't want to lie to this person. But up to this point, you haven't been completely transparent because it wasn't a requirement. However, now that you guys are going by the book and actually trying to build something with the tribe, now you guys have to really be honest. Now you guys have to fully expose and fully be completely transparent with one another. And now you might be faced with, Scorp, that feeling of, oh my God, I'm actually not ready. I'm actually not ready for this, right? Or I wasn't, like, this is moving maybe a little bit, you know, in a different direction than I first anticipated. So again, kind of going back to that pathway with the mature man, right? This person knows they're a well-seasoned individual, right? They know how the game goes. So they have that experience. They feel confident moving in this way with you, but perhaps due to your inexperience or due to past pain that you have yet to heal from, you are a little bit more hesitant. Now, here's the thing. In the recent past with the Emperor and the Ten of Cups, for those of you where this is work-related, perhaps you have experienced some sort of development at work. You've gotten a promotion, some sort of leadership role, or that is where you are moving towards, right, Scorp? There is something very happy about this, something that you've maxed out on, right, with the Ten of Cups. This is, you know, something that you have maxed out on, and you don't want to compromise this. All right. But the thing is, and that's for those of you that really vibrate on this King of Pentacles level. If you feel like this is you, you're this masculine figure here who is beginning to express emotions and really want something going forward with the person that you're connecting with, right? There might have been a family situation that you've gotten some control over. Maybe an ending of a family situation, right? The Ten of Cups does talk about the end, the tens reduced to ones, and we do have a one here in the block, okay? The Ace of Wands here in the block. So the block is that the beginning cannot be realized yet until this cycle finishes here, right? With the Emperor, right? This is a husband role, a provider role. So what could be happening here is, if you're connecting with this masculine energy, there is something in the recent past that you've experienced with this person, a sort of maxing out of happiness, right? Wherever you guys are in the connection, you guys have kind of reached your limit there, but you want to take it somewhere else, right? You're not over it. You're not over each other. You're not done with this. You're just done with this as you know it. And moving forward, this person is coming forward with some sort of offer, some sort of idea to move forward. Why do I say idea? Because coming in, right, we do have the Seven of Swords. So this is speaking to some sort of strategy, possible deception. Not going to lie there. Could be deception, right? But I do feel that this is a joint venture, Scorp. I feel like this is a joint venture. Why? Because you're thinking about something. Okay? You're thinking about something. Something here might cause you to compromise, might make you feel a bit uncomfortable to do. Okay? For some of you in your heart space, you could be feeling cheated. If you are not the one hiding things, hiding a desire, hiding, you know, some level of materialism perhaps, that you're not too proud, that you haven't been able to get over exactly. There could be that in your heart space, you are feeling a bit cheated. You feel like maybe there is someone else involved. Okay? Because coming in, there is some, possibly for those of you that feel like there might be a third party involved, only take that as it resonates. Okay, if it does not resonate, then throw that out. But there is definitely some sort of realization with Judgment, the Magician, and the Ace of Swords. Now, the thing is what I am seeing here for the majority of you is that whatever is surrounding this plan, this strategy, this attempt, right? This attempt at kind of biting off more than you can chew, right? There might be deception here, maybe not. But whatever this is, moving forward, you guys are going to be using the sword as your key instrument, okay? You're with the Magician, you have all of the materials that you need in order to create this new beginning, this renewal, this revival, possible forgiveness for some of you. There's definitely a potential here to embark on some sort of strategic new beginning. However, the weapon of choice for the Magician that you guys are going to focus on is the Ace of Swords, your intellect, communication, planning something, okay? There's definitely going to be, again, the joining of minds, right? I think I already mentioned that. The joining of minds. I feel like this is a joint venture. You guys have to want something. You guys are going to get together and plan something. Ultimately, I do feel like this will be successful. And I don't know what this is. And the Seven of Swords has appeared twice, okay? It has appeared twice, but I am not getting the feeling here that this is, I'm not getting the feeling here that this Seven of Swords is the kind of deceit attached to the devil. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this sneakiness could be talking more about, you know, maybe trying too much too fast. Yes, hiding information, but hiding information from other people, because you guys together are working together towards something. You have two aces here already. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you guys are being honest to each other, but what you are hiding could be a plan that other people are unaware of. Okay, but you guys are in this boat together. You guys are in this boat together. Now you see this Judgment, you feel right now, Judgment with the Nine of Swords. So something about whatever this plan is, whatever this idea is, whatever this knowledge that comes to you is, okay, it's leaving you feeling a bit anxious. Okay, so for those of you who are not willing to give up your independence, that's you, right? For those of you who might be confronted with a third party situation, right? Because that of course could be here with the Seven of Swords. Perhaps you are not with this person as the third party. You know, this is you, the person with this committed individual. You are committed to this person, and you find out, right, that this person is conflicted as a committed person. They want to be single, or they are always in this feeling of materialism, and they only stick around in a commitment because the materials feel good. Turns out that in terms of their passions and where they like to put their feelings and where they like to enjoy and indulge in their other things that they like is not in your company, and that becomes hurtful, and that puts you in a space of saying, I know an ending needs to happen. How do I make that happen? I'm overwhelmed. I'm sick to my stomach. I can't sleep at night. How do I make that happen? Is this the end? But here's the thing, you know, at the end, seeing what the outcome is, I definitely feel that whether you do decide to stay with this person or leave, if that is the crossroads that you are facing, Scorp, ultimately you guys are going to be able to reconcile, but not stay, right? I do see that someone, you know, will definitely be leaving a family situation, but it'll be cordial. There will be an understanding that it just didn't work out. There might be some miscommunication, but ultimately there will be an ending and freedom, a release. Okay, but you definitely feel here like there's a very big decision to be made. Okay, very big decision to be made, and it takes up a lot of space on your mind. And the environment with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Okay, so in the environment, you are assessing, right? Reassessing, reanalyzing this connection. There's a mutual attraction here. So that attraction, guys, the Two of Cups is mutual, but it's not that type of deep love. I know, you know, it could be a soulmate connection, but it's that initial look when you see somebody and you just say, maybe this can go somewhere. This is just reciprocation, but there's nothing here between the people yet. They haven't worked towards anything. The three of Cups is friendship, right? The Three of Cups is friendship. Four of Cups is about emotional fidelity, right? You maybe perhaps things are getting stagnant. You're secure, but you might be getting bored, you know, things like that. So you see what I'm saying? The Two is still early on. There might be a choice in love, a mutual attraction. Now this is brand new, so the challenge has always been just exploring whether or not there was even anything emotional between you guys. Now in the environment, there's an inspection, like, hey, turns out this person was feeling the same thing for me that I was feeling for them. Like, you know, I was trying to put two and two together. I was trying to, you know, analyze their actions, even though they're a person of very little words, right? And I thought maybe there was like a general physical attraction, but it might be a little bit more, right? There could be an emotional basis now for this attraction. Let's see what we're working with. So in the environment, there's a decision here of possibly looking at looking at the connection differently. Now, for those of you that are in a situation involving other people or another person, this could be, because it's in the environment, the fact that somebody is reevaluating their current relationship. So that could be you, Scorp. Perhaps you are involved with somebody seriously, and then you have a third person involved, you know, or, you know, however which way the roles are for you. Somebody here could be outside of this situation evaluating whether they want to stay in a commitment, right? Asking themselves if they really feel the same way about a particular person anymore. And that could definitely inspire whoever this is that you're connecting with, or whoever this is, if this is you. This could inspire this person to say, hey, well, you know what? I'm going to be leaving this person behind. How about you and I do something? And it could be, Scorp, either you or the person you're connecting with finds out that maybe like the pursuit was fun, or the time together was fun, but now that things are becoming more serious, there's a level of responsibility that crops up now where you're asking yourself, okay, this is a lot. Okay, so, but again, that's one person. Overall, between the two people, one person wants to go quicker, the other person is just going by the book. Okay, they're just taking their time, going through the progression. There's no rush here in reality, Scorp. So if you're the person here that is confronted with this sudden upsurge of emotion, you know, and now there's a big change, and you're kind of the one here that has to make a decision, and you're not ready to move forward in a serious way, you're not being asked to. I want to reassure that to you. You're not being asked to. The outcome is a serious commitment, but that is not going to happen for a while still. Again, cycles need to be closed off. So no one is forcing you to like get married tomorrow. You know what I mean? Things could be moving along in a more serious way. But no one is forcing you to commit to anything permanent, because that's not where this is. Okay. So the fear here is the Seven of Wands with the Three of Cups. That you're going to resist the friendship, right? This is where someone is. Right? If that's where you guys are right now, you realize that there's a mutual attraction. Your fear here is that someone is going to resist this developing into a friendship, right? For some of you, it's about, you know, possibly having to protect yourself against a third party situation. That could be the case. I do feel like there is another energy here, but I don't think you have to worry about that. I feel like whoever this is for, Scorp, this is definitely someone who is in the spotlight. This is somebody here who definitely, this is somebody who is being prioritized, right? This person's being prioritized. And here's the thing, in the outcome, you have the Page of Cups. So you could be connecting with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But while this could be reconciliation, doesn't have to be, this is definitely a friendship. Okay, you've got the Page of Swords. Could be connected with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, the Fool, so you could be connected with an Aries, and the Four of Wands. So there definitely is some sort of risk in going towards a strong foundation here, right? There could be Page of Swords, for some reason in this context, is really making me think that there's going to be some sort of text messages or online communication, you know, very short conversations, just something, you know, not rumors. I'm not getting rumors here at all. But ultimately, I'm getting that there might be some communication, right? Some communication via phone, computer, whatever, about taking a leap of faith, either towards or away from a foundation. And that's all surrounding this feeling here of friendliness, friendship, an offer of some kind. For those of you where this is growth, and I do feel like for the vast majority of you, this is about something moving in the direction of growth. For others of you, this is about growing apart and having someone ask for forgiveness. And ultimately, this person will take a risk and decide to leave the home, move out, leave a family situation, leave what's been worked on, because perhaps something was found out, right? Some sort of communication through a friend, right? This friend brings you a message here that someone you've been connecting with has actually been going outside of the home and doing something else that wasn't part of your commitment, wasn't part of your agreement. Okay, and that's the message that you'll be receiving, that communication that you'll be receiving in regards to, right? In regards to the Seven of Swords, right? Is that you have this person that you have been trusting and they use their powers of intellect, right, to basically push you in an energy now where you have to make a pretty big decision, right? They knew what they were doing. Someone got caught, something got revealed, and now there's no more chance to be forgiven. Now it's just a matter of, all right, well, from here, where do we go? So for some of you, you'll be receiving a message from a friend about something you've had a feeling about. Okay. And that could be why you're at a crossroads. You're not entirely sure where this is going to go next. You're feeling kind of conflicted about being single again. But again, vast majority, this is you and another person creating friendship, moving into a space that is definitely more emotional. I mean, any one of these signs that are here right now without, not the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, but you've definitely got, Aries here. You've got some strong Gemini, Virgo, Aries out here. Very strong Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy here. Like definitely some signs that Libra, Aquarius. So basically everybody is here, but you've got a lot of people, a lot of individuals here that aren't necessarily open all the time to speaking on their emotions. And it looks like this person's going to make it very clear to you that their intentions towards you have a lot to do with growth and a positive trend. Okay, this person definitely is willing to take some risks for you. But they might ask you to do the same. That's the thing. They might ask you to do the same. Again, compromise. How will you meet them in the middle? You guys, this could have something to do with a home, an office, some sort of enclosed space, taking a risk, offering something, asking you to trust them, right? Asking you to trust them. Yeah, so Scorp, I mean, it's a lot. Definitely going somewhere though. A lot of pentacles. You guys are manifesting something serious, right? But it's okay. Take it slow. This is not, they're not asking you to get married tomorrow or today. They're just saying, they're letting you know that they're in it in a way that you didn't think that they were. And so in a way you may have been on the verge of giving up. And now you're kind of being confronted now with how far can you see how far can you see yourself taking this with this person? If things go well, do you see yourself going the whole way, halfway, not away? Really up to you. And they will offer you something though, not just emotional. They'll offer you something concrete. It'll be the beginning. It'll be the beginning, Scorp. Oh my God. So just to show you again, the overarching energy here, right? Mental relief and putting devotion and time into something. So something that you will feel better about. So do not worry. You'll feel better about this. The person you're connecting with will feel better about this. You will achieve some sort of solution. And it's going to require some time and work on both of your parts. But I do feel ultimately that this is something that you guys are going to be able to work on together. Okay. So Scorp, thank you so much for allowing, wow, I just looked at the timer. It was 44:33. How cool. Scorp, I love you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you. If you enjoyed this reading, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. We will go ahead to the extended now. The link for the extended is in the description box below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below, along with a link to my website. excuse me, along with a link to my website in case you would like to have a personal reading done. But I will see you over in the extended. And if not, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for your support and your love. Thank you for being here with me. And until next time, I'm sending you all of my love. Mwah! I love you. Bye.